Hello everybody and welcome to my belated April movies preview. First off, I want to apologize for the fact that this video didn't come up earlier by the end of March or only the day after of April, for instance. I just haven't really had the time to record the footage for this in particular, but I'm doing it now, so let's cut to the chase. I'm going to preview several movies that are releasing in April. Kicking off April, on April 6th, we have American Reunion. Now, I'm not going to preview this movie because, of course, as you all might have seen, I reviewed the movie already, and if you haven't seen it already, I'll put an annotation of that right here. So you can go check that out because the movie released on Friday, but I saw it all the way back on March 22nd at a screening at my college. So you can go check that out if you want to see what I thought about the movie before you end up seeing it then. But as for another movie that's released on April 6th, this one releases on demand, but it's one that I have highly been anticipating. It is Bobcat Goldthwait's God Bless America.
A tumor this size is very dangerous. Do you have any family? Oh, gotta take this.
My name is Chloe. I live in Virginia Beach, and everyone loves me because I'm so pretty. I wanted an Escalade! This is the biggest day of my life, and I'm doing all the work!
Hey, creepy. Isn't the schoolgirl thing a little played out?
Don't move and don't make a sound.
If you want the car, just take it. My parents got me the wrong one anyways.
Yeah, that's a tragedy.
Did you just kill Chloe? Awesome.
As you can tell from that trailer, this movie is in a total different world of its own. It's taken that point of view from the people that have had enough of the downfall in the pop culture of this generation and is just totally going so over the top into the dark comedy with how ridiculous the premise is alone. But Bobcat Goldthwait made one of my favorite dark comedies of 2009. That was World's Greatest Dad, which is by far one of the most underrated movies I've ever seen in my life. And he is a guy that really pushes the boundaries with dark comedy and how dark and ridiculous things can get, and I think this could just be his magnum opus out of all the stuff I've seen of his movies so far.
I know it's not normal to want to kill, but I am no longer normal.
You really gotta take both those spots?
Yeah.
This is the best day ever!
But on a bit of a lighter note, on April 13th, The Cabin in the Woods releases. Now, I'm not going to show the trailer for this movie because I don't want to really spoil anything if not many of you have heard of this movie in particular. In fact, I've avoided almost all the ad marketing campaign for this movie in particular. The buzz it has been building up since its premiere at South by Southwest, though, has got me insanely anticipating it. And also, I've slowly been getting into Joss Whedon's other stuff because he's the co-writer and producer behind this. He's one of the biggest cult figures to the fanboys across America, and as I said, I've slowly been getting into his stuff. Like, for instance, I have finished half of this little beauty right here, for instance. And I'm really looking forward to the movie in particular because it does so much more than just be a parody and homage to the Cabin in the Woods type of horror movie, but it's also such a reconstruction of the horror movie in particular from what I hear. And that's what's really got me intrigued as well, and I am really looking forward to this movie when it releases. But just to keep you informed, I have 2 screenings for this movie in the same city in San Diego. I just gotta decide which one to go to, and hopefully I'll be able to bring you guys an early review of it. Now skipping over to April 27th, there are a lot of movies releasing that weekend, and the first of those is my most anticipated of that weekend, The Pirates Band of Misfits.
And their ruthless ways. One pirate is more feared than them all.
Avast! I'm the pirate captain. And I'm here for your gold. Gold? Afraid we don't have any gold, old man. This is a leper boat. See?
I really love the stop-motion animation genre, and the fact that they're throwing pirates into this could not make me more happy because there's so many different perks with this type of physically demanding animation, and very old school, might I say, as well. There's so many different perks that you can throw in with this kind of thing, and it looks like this is going to be just a really, really fun kids movie. And the fact that it's the Wallace and Gromit and Chicken Run people there behind it as well, I can already tell that this movie is going to be one of my favorite anime movies of the year without a doubt. Animated movies, not animated movies. What the hell am I saying?
Some of you are as ugly as a sea cucumber. Some of you are closer to being a chair or coat rack than a pirate. And some of you are just fish I've dressed up in a hat.
Also, props to the casting director to finding 3 very exquisite actors to perform the lead voice titles in this movie. You got Hugh Grant, Jeremy Piven, hell yeah, Ari Gold, and then Salma Hayek in the 3 lead voice roles from what I'm aware of. That is a very interesting pairing, and I think they're all going to pull it off very well.
Can we get there?
Well, yes. But unfortunately, there's this dirty great sea monster in the way.
I think they just add those onto maps for decoration.
Is that a fact? See? I told you!
The pirates. band of misfits.
Also released on April 27th, which is a Forgetting Sarah Marshall reunion between director Nicholas Stoller and actor and co-writer Jason Segel, The 5-Year Engagement.
Violet, I love you. Will you marry me?
She said I love you, boy, I love you so.
This engagement party is a moment to celebrate a new future, but not without first exploring a past. Jenny, Newman, Greta K, Anna Pena, Lizzie Gray, this Korean, that Korean, and Lizzie Gray again.
Okay, that's enough. I think that's enough, right?
Over the years, I've become a pretty big fan of Jason Segel. The guy is one of the most likable comedic actors there are. I have not been disappointed with one movie that he has started, and I'm still going to get around to seeing him in The Muppets soon. Also, Emily Blunt has been an actress that has been on the high rise in the past couple of years as well. And also in the supporting cast, props to casting both Andy Dwyer and Annie Edison in the supporting cast for this movie. And might I add, Annie Edison in a British accent. Oh my god, Alison Brie, you are so hot. Yeah, back to what I was saying though.
Have you two picked a date yet?
Not yet, but within the year.
Congratulations, you've been promoted. You're going to be with us for a few more years.
Can't wait to tell Tom.
You told me that it was going to be 2 years. It's sort of like when you're on a treadmill and you tell yourself, I'm going to run 5 miles today, and now it's forever miles.
When was the last time you were on a treadmill? Sorry.
The fact that this is a Judd Apatow produced comedy, you can clearly expect where it's going to go in the end because all of his movies basically end in the same way. But what I just want this movie to deliver on is the laughs, and it looks like it's definitely going to do that because it's got Segel and Stoller both behind the script and Stoller directing. They've worked together on Forgetting Sarah Marshall, of course, which was a huge hit, and I don't think they're going to disappoint us this time.
Grandparents do have a tendency to die.
Mom, they're all right there.
Well, for now.
This is why we do not delay weddings.
The 5-Year Engagement.
And the last of the releases that I'm going to talk about, also released on April 27th with the Pirates and the 5-Year Engagement, is the Jason Statham action movie Safe. Let's see, what are we at now? Transporter 25, 37, 42. What's the number we're at again? Yeah, as much as a Jason Statham fan that I used to be, he's really not been doing that many good action movie roles in the past couple of years. Even The Mechanic, that was hugely disappointing when I saw that. And I just don't really trust many of the action movies that he chooses these days.
Who took the girl?
It was Luke Wright.
What?
Luke Wright, the Big Apple's hardest cop once upon a time.
Get everybody on this. Chinese into Russians. Close every exit out of Manhattan. That girl does not leave this city.
And just alone from looking at the action, the trailers, it all looks very shaky and handheld, and I really do not like that type of action. And if it's going to be like that the entire movie, it's really going to take me out of the experience as a whole.
Go, take him out!
You got some balls, Luke.
Yeah, amazing I can even walk.
Safe.
So I hope you enjoyed my April movies preview. I know I didn't talk about every release, of course, as I said before, but if there is a movie, as I said before, that I did not talk about, comment below with what movie you want to hear my thoughts on before it releases, and also be free to leave your most and least anticipated movies of the month as well. I'll hopefully have 2 reviews out for you guys this week, and both of them will be independent movies because I already saw American Reunion. And I'd also like you guys to check out my website, which the link is down below in the description. I implemented a new posting schedule, which I'm going to be writing different posts almost every day of the week. And if you're a follower of my website, you're definitely going to want to tune in to this. And if you're not, check down the link below in the description. You can check out my website and see what I've got going. So in the meantime, talk from Hayek Reviews, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.